Yo, if you're new to the channel, thanks for watching Pond Saga 5. It's your boy Pond Saga 5 coming back to y'all with another docuseries. But first, let me talk to you. Let me cook for a second. Before the fish can become legends in the pond, they have to be raised right. This is where it all begins. Every day, every feeding, every water change, it all matters. Welcome to Cultivating Giants. We're going to be moving these fish from the big pond to the small pond. Stay tuned to find out why. So, today is Oscar moving day. So I'm going to be moving all my Oscars from the big pond to the small pond. I'm going to move, I'm not sure yet. I may move the larger ones to the pond and the smaller ones inside the tank, just to give you guys a close-up of them and just so we can fatten them up right before the winter, because some of them still need to put on some size. And I think the bigger ones are eating all the food from them. So, yeah, let's get it into work. Laughing, boy. Now look at the colors on this guy. This is my tiger, my albino tiger Oscar right here. This is Streak right here. He's doing good. He's getting big. I'm gonna put him in a small pond. There you go, buddy. Just don't eat up too many feeder fish. And don't mess with the redtail catfish. There you get you out. All right. There you go, buddy. He's like, where am I? Woo! That was a lucky scoop. That scoop was lucky. Man, look at him. All right, let's move to the big pond. They're big, beautiful. Tiger, albino, albino red, and my tiger Oscar. Let's get it. Jeez, this thing is so heavy. Goodness gracious. Look at the colors of these guys. Easy, fellas, easy. Whoa, they're so big. They're getting so big. They're so pretty. Come here. Daddy ain't had you in a minute. All right. Give me that slime coat. Look at it. Oh, you would do that to me, wouldn't you? You just would do it. Boy, you're so big. Jeez. Don't you do it. But you did it. All right. And you go. Look at the color of this guy. Look at you on the floor. All right, come here. Don't stick me like that. Don't stick me like that. It's all love, baby. It's all love. There you go. Rinse yourself off. Get some of that muck off you. There you go. Got y'all in there looking beautiful. Time for another round. We got another one. All right. Sheesh. Look at the colors on this one right here. This one right here is also a beauty. Come here, come here. Look at you. Let me get a good look at you. Come on. Wow. This is a pretty one. Look at the colors. Those colors are so vibrant. All right, buddy, we gotta get you in the water. All right. Bear with me, guys. Kind of hard to do. You're a one-man team. All right. Got you in there. Okay. Let's try it again. Make some fly. Oh yeah. Man. Ooh. Just like that, baby. Just like that. Oh, look at the colors on this one. Man, they're growing so good in here. They're about to wreck shop on all these feeder fish in here. All right, bud, let's get a good look at you. Look at the colors, man. All right, hold on. There you go. I don't want you in there any longer than you have to be. All right. So now they're all hiding and stuff because they know I'm after them. So I probably have to turn the pump off just so I can see them better and sneak up on them. I didn't feel like wasting any more time until winter came because you never know what happens. Things happen in life that we can't explain. So it's best to make time to do the things that you have to do while you have time because you just never know what tomorrow brings, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what? Did you guys see that Synodontis catfish right there? I've been looking for this guy for so long. I thought they ate him. Where have you been hiding, pal? Oh yeah, I gotta catch him right now where I can see him. Hold up. Get a close up, buddy. Here's one of my most beautiful tiger oysters. Look at this guy in the sun. Look at the patterns on him, man. This is why I love Oscars, man. They have such a personality and they're so beautiful. Here you go, buddy. All right. I have 2 more left inside of the pond. This is gonna be tricky. And I wasn't able to grab this Synodontis catfish. I don't know where he darted off to, but he's been hiding in this pond. I think he's probably been hiding under this crate right here that the pond pump sits in because I haven't seen this guy in months. Let's try to bag these Oscars right here. See if I can bag them. Nope, came up empty that time. All right, and we're back. This right here had a little bit of advantage of him because when I got him from the pet store, I realized he has one eye. This is my one-eyed Oscar right here. See if we get a close up. So he's missing the eye right there, but he didn't have one. But he's still gorgeous, he's still beauty. He's been doing all right. You know, he's been following the pack and he does really good. All right, buddy. There you go. There you go. And the next one with, buddy. 2 more to go. 3 more to go, actually. Let's see how this pans out. I might drink some water. I got my armored catfish in there. I got 1 more Oscar in here. He's smaller. And I got 1 Synodontis catfish in here. Have to figure out where he's hiding to get him. I'm gonna start draining some of the water out of this pond to make it a little bit easier for me. This is a hack. Cause this basically helps me out with water changes and such. So whenever I need to empty some water out, which I need to do now, switch this bad boy off. I'm gonna let some of the water drain out. But I kind of don't want to because it's gonna make this whole area wet as I'm trying to get back and forth. So I might just, I don't know. But I don't want to be walking in the mud either. So I'll probably just cut this back off. This right here is my wild caught Oscar. As you can see, he doesn't have much color variation to him. So what I'm gonna do with him is I'm gonna actually put him inside the tank with these guys because he needs to get bigger. He's like, he's pretty small right now. We're gonna feed you good, little guy. There you go, boom. There you go. Look at the size of this guy. This is an armored catfish. He's almost too big to fit in the net, but I managed to get him. So we get him out. Man, he's so solid. He's so strong. So I can get you out, big guy. Man, look at this guy. Look, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, buddy, all right. But look at this guy. He has a hard armor plate. Man, this guy's true. Go ahead. Sheesh. You're welcome. Well, I'll be back. I think I figured out how to shut my pond down during the winter, but to still keep it running with a cheap pump while I have feeder fish in here populating. I think I just figured this out. If this, seeing how this does this aeration, but I think I just figured out what I'm gonna do for the winter, just to keep some kind of circulation in this pond, so the algae doesn't go crazy, so it can still, you know, start getting filtered out. As you can see, it's just going through one hole now. Okay, that's the second hole. Are you gonna make it a third? Once this gets really flowing in here, we can see how this pond starts to really pump this stuff out. See what it's like. Oh yeah, oh that's fine. Oh yeah, that's straight. Yeah. So this is a hack that I think I'm gonna do, or this is what I'm gonna do to keep my electricity down, but still keep my pump running and the beneficial bacteria flowing through here. Because I don't really want to, you know what I'm saying, I took off my other pump because it just, let's be honest, like, it burns a lot of electricity, man, and you know what I'm saying, I'm not really trying to, you know, do all that. But yeah, this is good for me, just to keep it flowing and stuff for the fish, keep the mosquitoes down, keep it aerated. I could probably get away with putting some koi in here, because, you know, they could take colder temperatures anyway. Probably get away with having some koi in here, drop the water level down, maybe like halfway more, just so I'm gonna figure this out, because I'm probably gonna put a pipe on that little thing right there. I'm probably gonna put a pipe there, make it run up to the side right here, make it come through, make it drop down, or I could just, you know, be lazy. There's nothing wrong with this. The water's not coming out on that side, it's just trickling a little bit. I have a little hose in there, but I have a PVC pipe, a smaller one inside of there, lodged in there. But this should be fine to get me through the winter, and this way I won't have no crazy electricity bill. So this way, since I have aeration in here, I can put the pleco back in here, so he can take care of the algae problem. As you see, he's been here for a few days, and he just totally went ham on all that algae right there. So I think I'm going to put him back in here. I probably can't though, because it might get too cold, whatever the case may be. But I think I'm going to put him back in here for now, until it gets cold, and I'll just move him again. In the meantime, just keep putting feeder fish in here and stuff, so my pond will be stocked after the winter. But yeah, this is exactly what I think I'm gonna do to get around it. But yeah, this works out perfectly for me. So what I did was, I just basically, my large pump I took off, so definitely, I'm definitely gonna have to drop this water level down. Or maybe I don't. But this is how I'm probably gonna keep it running through the winter. I don't know how many fish I have in here. Man, look at how clear these walls are. Look at how clean these walls are. The last time I did a video in here, this wall was filled with algae, which you know can be good for the fish, but this is the work of one monster pleco. This pleco has been in here for maybe about a week now, or maybe not even a week now, maybe almost a week. But just one pleco made such a huge impact on this 700-gallon pond. This is why plecos are important. They do poop a lot, but so do your other monster fish. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing you can help. You just have to have good filtration. But I'd rather a little bit of poop, and you know what I'm saying, my walls be clean, that I can actually look in here. Doing a little water change out here. Got my python hooked up. Didn't feel like connecting the hose today. These elephant ears right here looking really good. These elephant ears are growing out here, man. I'm gonna eventually have to put them in some type of a pot and then put it in the middle of here so they can still grow. I'm gonna think I'll do a pot with lava rock. And I have a pot now, but I gotta give me some lava rock. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So this way It won't be rubbing against the top like this. Fish are healthy. Yeah. Pleco, I can't believe what such a great job. The Pleco did such a great job of cleaning all this. He's only been here for like a week and already ate all of the algae off. I still can't believe that he did that. I think I might put some more things in here just to give the fish an area to hang out, because they always seem to like to congregate towards the back. But I want them, you know what I'm saying? They've only been here for less than a week, so they probably have to get comfortable with their surroundings. I mean, I love keeping ostriches, man. They're so pretty in here. No aggression issues whatsoever. I had them in the larger pond, but I broke it down because winter's coming soon. I want them to be in here and get familiar. I wanted to make sure that they were at a good, decent size to where, you know, the catfish couldn't eat them. So that's going according to plan. Everything seems to be working out. Yeah. See this right here? Thanks for having this this net on top. I'm able to keep a lot of the leaves out. I'm able to keep predators out and keep the fish in. We got some plants right there. We got the catfish cave right there. Yeah. We got the filter right there doing its job. Water looking clear. Fish are very healthy. What's today? Today's what? Thursday? Yeah, Thursday. Everything's looking good like it's supposed to look. I moved the fish over here because winter's coming soon. And I didn't want to have to deal with moving them from my big pond to this pond last minute, because you never know what can occur. The reason why I'm putting them all in here is because it will be a lot easier for me to heat this pond. I love you. A lot easier for me to heat this pond because it's not that much water in here. I'm gonna show you guys a trick on that too. This elephant ear is really starting to grow. It's really starting to blossom. I had it in here for the time being just to basically let it start to grow, and I see that it's about to get big because it's a lot bigger than it was before, I tell you that much. Sucking up all the nutrients with its roots. What I'm gonna have to do is probably pot it, and I might put it in the big pond over here and just let it take off. But this pond is looking amazing. It's coming together. The fish are happy. Let's see if we can get a different angle. Let's see. Let's see if we can get. There we go. A lot of leaves covering it, but you guys get the idea. I'd rather the leaves on the outside of the pond than on the inside. All my Oscars that used to be in the big pond, well, most of them anyway, are in here. Wow. I think what I might do, I think I'll capture the smaller catfish out, and I'll put them in my other tank over there to give them some more space to grow. Because I want to really target feeding these guys, because the other catfish are absolutely taking off on them because they're eating up all the food, it seems like. So I'm going to try to do that, because since they've been in here, it doesn't seem like they've grown a whole lot. And you know, they had a really big growth spurt at the beginning, and it kind of slowed down. So we're going to try that effect. But thank you guys for watching my channel. Thank you guys for just, you know what I'm saying, supporting me. I want to thank everybody that tunes in every week, every day, just to get some tips and hacks from me. And I really appreciate your comments and all your feedback. Man, this looks so magical right here. This pond is so therapeutic. I love coming out here with my son. He loves watching the fish and feeding the fish. You know, we get some father and son bonding time in here. That's what it's all about, man. It's more than just fish. It's about bringing people together, different races, cultures, backgrounds, their ethnicities, and just being able to, you know what I'm saying, find common ground and be able to connect. That's what I strive for. That's what my channel's about. But yeah, it's time to get something to eat. You ready? Yeah. You know what time it is. Man, this pond is so gorgeous right here, man. It's coming along real good. Everybody want to come out and play now. Everybody want to eat now. Everybody want food now. Hello, buddies. This is the first time I've really gotten to catch these guys out like this. They usually stay hiding all day, but I guess they must be hungry. Oh, you guys are eating the pellets. Let me get these guys some more pellets. These little monsters. Man, y'all must be hungry. Y'all coming out here just sucking everything up like a vacuum. For a while, these guys wouldn't eat pellets, but I've been putting pellets in here, and I kept trying and it seems like all my hard work is paying off. They started off eating like tilapia for the most part. All of them started off eating tilapia. And when I offered these pellets, they just didn't seem to be interested. But now they seem to be interested. What I had to do is not feed them for a while. I fed them, what I do is I feed them twice a week. I feed them fish and shrimp twice a week. And then in between the time when I'm not feeding them, I've been dropping these pellets in here just to try to get them used to eating it. So it seems like, you know, it's been paying off. They've been getting more comfortable with coming in the fish cage that I built for them. Oh, look at this guy. I never really see this guy eat, but now he's eating the pellets. So now I know I can completely get off of trying to feed them tilapia all the time. Tilapia and shrimp and stuff, you know, that's pretty good, you know. But after a while, you know, they need more than that. They actually need their vitamins. So I've been using this stuff called what is it called? Mash Devore Delight or something like that. I might be messing up the name. But you know, it's for bottle feeders and for carnivores. Pond is really starting to come together. As a fish keeper, you always learn something new. I did a water change today, so maybe this might be promoting them wanting to eat right now. So that may have a lot to do with why they're coming out to feed like this. But I usually I usually feed them, I believe, like Mondays and Fridays, or at least twice a week. I've been feeding them swai lately too, big slabs. I'll chop up a whole big slab and feed them at nighttime. I have to do that now because I have these Oscar fish in here, and they'll eat all the food from these guys if I don't feed them at night. So I try to feed them at night when the Oscar fish are sleeping, so they don't eat up all the food in here, because Oscars, you know, they attack quicker. So I've been having to feed the Oscar floating pellets during the daytime and feed these guys at night. I'm getting some really good footage right now. Eventually, I want to get it to where these guys will eat out of my hand. So they did that when they were smaller, but now not as much, you know, since they've been in here. They're pretty much to themselves. I don't have any issues with them fighting each other or biting each other or being territorial, which is a good thing, you know. I got them all around the same time, and they were like between 2 inches, 3 inches, and they get along just fine. They prefer to actually be with each other. Give you a look around. Got this elephant ear right here floating. I made that DIY float basket myself. I made this catfish cave right here. This is usually where they hang out at. Added some modifications to these pipes right here, but yeah, this pond is really doing well. And eventually I'll be moving my other guys in here too. If you're new to the channel, thanks for watching. So right now I have 2 koi fish in my pond, and I love them. So I'm in the pet store by chance, and I'm in the mood to grab some more koi fish. Right now, I'm just checking them out, looking at the colors and patterns that stand out to me, and making sure that all the fish are healthy. I'm also checking out the water quality to make sure that there are no dead fish in the tank, because if I see dead fish in the tank, that's going to basically signal to me that something could potentially be wrong with these fish, and I may have to quarantine them. These juvenile tiger Oscars look great. I've been thinking about picking up some more albino ones, and these right here might be the ones that I choose. I was very pleased at the quality of the fish that I saw at the pet store, so I ended up going a little bit overboard. I couldn't make up my mind on which ones I wanted to get, so I ended up getting a lot of them. I have plenty of space in my tanks and in my ponds for all of these fish. And that's something that you want to take in consideration when you're picking out fish. You want to make sure that you have enough space to house them until adulthood. Especially when it comes to monster fish and to koi fish, because they can grow past a foot. I'm thinking about leaving the Oscar fish in here just so I can keep an eye on them and feed them for a few days, but I kind of want to put them in my larger tank outside. So I don't know if you guys can see too well. I have some koi fish in here, and I have 2 plecos in here. I'm gonna get them acclimated and get ready to go into this tank right here. I was gonna put them in there, but I feel like the tiger shovelnose may end up, I don't know. They end up, I mean, they're a pretty decent size. They haven't seemed to be trying to bother any other fish. So I don't know, I'm just gonna put the koi fish in this tank for right now, just to test it out. I wanna keep the oysters on the inside to feed them, but I kinda wanna put them in this tank because they have so much space to blossom. So I think I'll do that. So this tank right here has been cycling for about maybe 4 or 5 days. I cycled this tank at the same exact time that I cycled the other one, but I just happened to put the fish in sooner because when I had these fish in my fish cave, one of my largemouth bass was inside a pond and he didn't make it overnight, so I figured the temperature may have gotten too cold for them to have dropped. So I wanted to keep, you know what I'm saying, keep all that from happening. So what I ended up doing was put them in here early. As you can see right here, they're all doing well. They're all swimming around. I don't want them to eat any of these guys right here. So that's what I'm trying to prevent. So I'm acclimating them to go into this tank right here. What I did was put some beneficial bacteria in here. And I put some food in here just to kick jump them eating and stuff like that, getting familiar with the food. And then, you know what I'm saying, so they can poop so the beneficial bacteria can go ahead and do its job. This tank is so crystal clear and it's been cycling. It's, you know, got beneficial bacteria already built up. It's ready to go in here, man. And I can't wait to put all these guys in right here. They're so beautiful, they're so pretty. I've been letting them acclimate. I'm gonna go ahead and get another cup full to put some more water in. All of the fish have been acclimated. So now it's time to get them into the aquarium. I poured out some of the water to make it a lot easier for me to catch some of these fish. So I want to get them in rather quickly because tonight is a chilly one and I don't want the temperature of the water in the bucket to drop too much. Whatever fish will allow me to grab it is the ones that I'm getting in right now. This is the baby pleco. Plecos are great janitor fish. They will eat all the leftover food that's on the bottom, and they will also eat algae if it grows on the glass. This right here is an albino red Oscar. This one is an albino tiger Oscar. He's gonna look so good in this tank. This right here is another albino red Oscar. I'm glad I came across these albino Oscars tonight because they've been hard to come by, and a couple of pet stores that I've gone to, they don't have any in stock. The only ones I have left to get in now are the koi fish. I have a koi fish right now that looks very similar to this one, and he got big really fast, and his whole body changed from silver to gold, just like the color of the tip of his head. So I have very high expectations for this particular koi fish, and I can't wait to see what he turns into. I had to bring the camera zoom in just a little bit to actually see. Look at these gorgeous colors on these koi right here, man. Got 2 plecos in here, the 4 koi in here, they're gonna do well, and the 3 Oscars, the 2 reds, albino reds, and the 1 albino tiger Oscar. 2 plecos right there. Sheesh, I'm gonna put the tops on. Side by side. Fish tanks look really good. Because of the new fish right here, I got 3 Oscars in here, 2 albino reds, 1 albino tiger. And then I have a couple of different assortment of koi right here. Oh man, these are looking so good in here, man. They're going to get big really fast now because I'm really gonna feed them. But with goldfish, you can't feed them too much, because if you feed them too much, they die, they get too full. Look at his little head poking out, man. He already loves it in here, so much space. These guys right here, I put some flakes in here. Not sure who's gonna eat it, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be feeding both tanks bloodworms tonight. So I got some bloodworms in here trying to thaw out. So what I did was I got some tank water, and they're about to be thawed out really soon. I'm let them marinate in there. Yeah, but they're thawed. Some of it, yeah, they're pretty much thawed out. When I put them in this tank right here, they're going to go nuts. All the fish are going to go nuts, and that's pretty much what I want, because these guys in here need to eat. I put some flakes in there. The flakes are kind of stirring up and whatnot, making the water kind of cloudy, but I don't care. To be honest with you, the water parameters are good anyway. And usually I would do a water change, or if not a water change, I would suck some of this stuff up. But that's what I got a filter right there for. I'm gonna let the filter do its job, because this is a fairly new tank that I set up, so it still has to get cycled and whatnot. These bass are gonna tear this up. Maybe the peacock bass too. Maybe it'll be the first time I get them to feed, but let's find out. So I'm gonna pour some in here just to see what they do. Drop some bloodworms in there. Okay, getting these bass to eat. They're doing that thing, they're hungry, but I haven't seen the peacock bass hit anything yet. Okay, maybe he will. Maybe they will. Okay, did the peacock bass hit anything? Because I haven't seen these guys eat since I had them. I mean, they've been eating some feeder fish, but they haven't hit anything other than that. So hopefully these guys will get the message soon and go to town. I see these bass right here doing it, so I'm just able to get them off the feeder fish. I see the Oscars getting into it right there. I see sending down his catfish. I see the other catfish getting into it, so they're getting into it right now. And I'm also gonna drop some in this tank because I'm curious to see what they're gonna do. So boom, off rip. They're eating the bloodworms too. The Oscars are hitting them. They need that protein in there because they are monster fish. They're gonna get big. The other Oscar, he's back there hiding somewhere. I don't even think that he knows that there's food in here, but the koi are eating it too. Usually when you bring fish home from the pet store on the first day, they don't typically eat because they're trying to get used to their surroundings. Watching these fish eat on the first night that they're in the tank signals to me that they're all healthy and they're not stressed out. Oh, all the Oscars are there. I didn't even see them. So they're all getting some food in there. The plecos look like they might start getting it too. Might. I'll probably do a water change tomorrow. them have their fun tonight. Since this tank is large enough, I might put on my 2 yo-yo loaches out here. So then I have a free tank on the inside. I might put the 2 yo-yo loaches out here. I'm gonna cover this back up because the temperature is supposed to drop tonight. So I covered it up with a tarp. But yeah, everybody seems to be getting along. Everybody's eating, everybody's stirring stuff up down there. Like a feeding frenzy. Got pellets mixed in there, flakes mixed in there. So now they're opening their mouths. They're eating. Oh, is he eating the flakes? It might be. So yeah, that's a good thing that I have everything mixed up. So now they're eating flakes and they're eating bloodworms mixed up. So now they're getting a taste for everything, and hopefully they'll start eating everything. That might have been a good idea, stirring everything up. What's up, guys? Tank is doing phenomenal. They all made it through the night. Man, look at the colors on these guys. These other ones right here, these goldfish, these are actually koi. Man, they're going to be so pretty when they get big. That's some bloodworms from them. Let's get them to eat. There you go, guys. Go ahead, do your worst. There you go. Look at you getting hungry now. Oh, yeah, y'all gonna get big fast. Got meat in here for days. You guys act like they can smell this stuff already. Let's go ahead and feed these guys too while we're at it. Off rip, gobbling them up off rip. Look at the speed of this guy. Like lightning. All these guys are putting on some size. Send Adonis catfish back there putting on some size too. Put you guys in your thug dizzle. Getting these bass off and feed the fish. Got me eating bloodworms, so I need to eat something, you know what I'm saying? All the time. All right, so I hear it's supposed to be getting cold over the next day or so. So I'm gonna show you how I prep my pond in Florida when it starts to get cold like this. I have a heater right here. This is a 800 watt heater right here. So which, you know, it's good for trying to heat a pond that's maybe like 200 gallons or 300 gallons. But what you do is you run it in advance and you drop the water level in your pond. This right here is a 700 gallon pond. So I may drop it to right around, let's say, maybe where it has 300 gallons or 400 gallons in here. So by me dropping it down, this heater will have to work less hard. And what you do is you want to do this in advance before you have a cold front, because it's not going to heat up your pond in enough time. But there's one other secret that I have to heating this pond real fast, and you'll see after these messages. I told you I'd be back with a winter tip, and that tip is, boom. Yep, a tarp. All weather, tear, and fade resistance. This is what's gonna help you lock in the heat in the inside of your pond. And I'll show you guys how I'm gonna apply this. Also, what would help is if you would drop your pipes down. I need to do that myself. If you would drop your pipes down just a little bit, so where it's like right under the water and not coming out of the water like that one right there. So this way, when the warm water flows through your filtration system right here, it can stay underwater and just keep circulating and doesn't have to come in contact with cold air. But yeah, so what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna prep this pond today. I did a water change on it already, so you know there's enough water in here. And I think also what I'm gonna do for this pond is, I've been kind of holding off for doing it, but I've been seeing a couple of other people. What they actually do is they clean. I actually saw a guy do this today. They clean their filtration system before the winter starts. But I don't know if I really want to do that because there's nothing really wrong with my filtration system. I've had it up and running really good. It's been doing good so far. I guess I could do it before winter comes. I guess it may help it out a little bit better. So I might actually, I might do that. But when I do it, nah, I'm not even gonna mess with it. I'm not even gonna do it. If it ain't broken, don't fix it. I'm gonna, how I built this filter system is, I built it so good. It has beneficial bacteria in here, but it also has mechanical filtration and biological filtration. The way I built this and packed the filter floss in here and how much lava rock I have in here, I don't have to touch my pond filter for a year, to be honest with you. I stay on top of my water changes, which is also plays a role into doing this, but I don't have to touch anything in here, to be honest with you. And I don't think I'm going to touch anything because the pond has been flourishing and everything seems to be all right. I stay on top of my water changes, so if it ain't broken, I ain't finna fix it. When I might clean it though, I might clean it right around, I might clean it when winter is over. That's probably when I'll clean it, because I have so much beneficial bacteria built up in here already. I don't want to mess nothing up and I don't want to crash my pond. You know what I'm saying? So if it ain't broken, don't fix it is my motto. Everybody's doing good. I'm gonna keep it that way. We're gonna check the I'm gonna check the water temperature on here real quick. As you can see, I always keep a thermometer in here, so it's always in the water. And I can just basically, this is where I, this is how I hide all my cores and stuff from the weather. We're gonna check the temperature on this right now. It's 75 degrees in here, and it looks like a colony of, I don't know what that is. What is that, a colony? Oh my God, what are those? What are those? I don't know what this is, but I think I'm gonna scrape away over here because, oh, these are termites. Ew. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna get them out of here. Yeah, so we'll be right back. First things first, we're about to drop this water level down before I place in this heater. Well, it can still, I'm gonna still be dropping it down either way. So by tomorrow, this pond will be heated, and I'm probably gonna put this thing at around 90 degrees and check it later on the night just to see where it's at. But we're about to get this started because I don't like waiting for things last minute. If you know anything about me, I always say this: if you do it right the first time, you don't have to worry about it the second time. So I'll be right back. So what I end up doing is I actually put the heater inside of this cave right here. You know what I'm saying? So this way it's not really out in the open like that. It's, to be trapped off. But basically I want to create a warm spot inside of the pond that the fish can come into and feel, the warm water in here if they get too cold. Out here is out in the open. But what this cave does is it has limited flow inside of here. So that means the water's going to heat up in here around here, and it's going to create a warm spot for the fish to come into. And a lot of my fish can fit in here or around it. So what I might do is I might pull this a little bit back, but I'll keep it enough space open in case if the fish get into an altercation. That way they can still, you know, get out. You know, somebody, you know what I'm saying, gets a little frisky or something, they can still get out of here. So I'm gonna put it like this. I'm gonna pull this back here, boom. Sitting that right there, sitting it on top. So we should have no issues. Somebody gets, you know what I'm saying, to altercation, and you know what I'm saying, they want to fight or they want to get out. This way no one gets eaten. So we're gonna do it like that. I already got this bad boy plugged in. I'm gonna crank this bad boy up. I'm gonna put it on 90 because I want to come back out here and I just want to check it to see what happened. This is basically like it's at 75 degrees in here, so it's accurate. It's telling how hot it is in here. I also have my second one here. You know, it's always good to have a backup one or to have two of them just in case one of them acts up. So this says 75.5. That one says 75.4. Okay, cool. So yeah, we're gonna keep the backup on here. We're gonna drop this down some more, and we're going to suction it to the side right here. All right, so this is going, the water's going down. We're gonna put this in here. So you know what I'm saying, we don't get any rain or no termites or anything, you know, eats our stuff, because that would really suck. All right, we don't want no animals to get into it. Bam, shut that off just like that. Next thing we're gonna do is throw a tarp on top of here. I'll be right back. All right, so we in business. I put the heater in. I put the tarp on top of it. And what I also did was, it's good to have some of these clamps right here, so you can clamp it down, still let some water out. It's good to have these clamps right here, so you can go ahead and then clamp 4 corners down, so when the wind blows, if it does happen to blow up, you know what I'm saying, it will come right back down. I have 4 of these clamps, but I'm in the process of looking for my other 2. But yeah, this is how we're gonna prepare for the winter, and this is how I've done it before and been very successful for 2 seasons. What I'm doing right here is I dropped some sway in here so I can feed these monster catfish, so I don't have any fish disappearing when I come out here. And tonight is the night that they eat. I just saw one of them eat right now. I see another one coming out right there. He smells it. Yeah, I gotta keep him fed, man. I wonder how much he's gonna eat. He's right next to it, buddy. I know the rest of them are gonna start smelling and coming out. This should be, for their size, this should be more than enough for them to come out here and eat. I wanna make sure everybody gets fed though. And when it goes black, it's gonna go black in here. But they'll find it regardless. Just try to get some feedings on here for you guys, but they know where the food is, they know how to find it. They have good smell. Oh, and also, it's good to have a net on here when you're doing this tarp thing, so this way your tarp doesn't sink into the water and, you know, get sucked up. And also have a plant right there that's floating, so that also keeps the tarp from, you know, sinking into the water as well. But good thing I had this net on here, or, you know, this probably wouldn't work. So you definitely want to have a net on top when you do something like this. Oh yeah, oh, and the same method for the tanks on the outside to keep that, I got heaters on these tanks, but we do the same exact method for this for these outdoor aquariums to keep them warm. Same exact method. Put the tarps on top of it. Got these clamps right here. You know, to clamp down the tarps right here to keep it from raising up. I have 2 more of these clamps. I can't find them right now. I was gonna clamp both. Well, I don't really have to clamp this side where, but I'll do it in this side, that side, and this side, and that side would have worked for me. But hey, if you don't have any clamps, don't be afraid to, you know what I'm saying, use some duct tape by any means necessary when it comes to keeping these tropical fish warm when the winter hits. All right, just so you guys know that this actually works when winter comes. We're gonna take a look at So it's 66 degrees outside, and this is sitting around 79 degrees right here. The inside of the pond is 79 degrees, so that's 9 degrees warmer than it is out here, because it's 66 degrees out here, but it's 79 in my pond right now. And I have this set for 80, which I think I'll just set this for, I'm gonna just leave it like it is. Doesn't look like it's gonna get to 80. It might, but it's probably shut down to cool down, because they realized that 80 was coming up, or it might already hit 80 already. But just to show you guys that this technique works. Yeah. So here we are the next morning. It's 58 degrees out here, or 57 degrees, I believe. We're gonna come in here. We're gonna check the temperature of this pond. Temperature is 79.6. Wow. That's 20 degrees warmer inside of my pond right now from what it is outside, actually. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I have it to 80. I'm gonna put this on 79, so it doesn't have to work so hard with trying to heat this bad boy up. I'll put it at 77, just so it can get to here and just keep that temperature, because now I know what it's capable of doing. This way my heater doesn't burn extra electricity. So I know I had it set at 80, and it's gonna get to around 79, so I don't want to keep pushing. So I'll set it at 77, or maybe I'll just do 78, just because I know it'll go past that. So yeah, we're gonna set it at 78 from now on. So on my other pond that has no heater out here, it's 66 degrees with no covering. So I have some mosquito fish in this pond. They can tolerate levels up to 30 degrees. So this 67 degrees, or yeah, 66 degrees. So this 66 degrees in here, or 65 degrees now. Let's wait and see. I wonder how cold it is in here now. Okay, 65.6 degrees in here. We're gonna say 65 degrees in here even. That's how cold it is in this pond with no covering, and no heater. Sheesh. So the mosquito fish can tolerate up to 30 degrees. So now, so you guys know that I'm not playing about heating up my other pond. And this pond is in the sun. This pond is not in the sun. So just imagine, this pond would have probably been 2 degrees colder. But this method works, as you see. Yeah, just keeping all the sides down. Keeping it all insulated, making sure nothing gets in. This is how you keep your fish during the winter. So when the temperature is actually going to get a lot colder than this, I think it's going to drop to around the 40s tonight. So you want to prepare your pond at least 2 or 3 days in advance, just to give it, some time to heat up. But this is how we do it right here. This is how I've been able to keep my tropical fish outdoors. Success in fish keeping isn't just about the biggest tanks and the biggest fish. It's about consistency, care, and patience. Every little win adds up, and every monster fish is a reminder that growth takes time. So what I did so far was I shut the pond pump off, and I used the valve right here, You can see the water is leaking right there. We're gonna put on some gloves right here, man. We're gonna try to get this thing cleaned out. I've been kind of putting it off, but you know it's the new year, so I figure, what the hey, I can show you guys something. So this is the DIY filter I built right here. It's a lot of stuff that built up in here, man. And it's been about 6 months since I built this. I've never cleaned this before. So we're gonna see how easy this is to clean. Hopefully nothing goes wrong today. So this is pond water right here. I'm gonna be cleaning these. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that stuff, right? Oh my goodness. Look at all that muck right there. Yeah, we're gonna leave that right there for right now. We're gonna pull the second one out. Jeez. This right here, the first bag was my pea gravel. The second bag is my actual lava rock right here. I'm gonna put it. Jeez. It's a dirty job, folks, but somebody's got to do it. So yeah, it's been about 6 months since I built this this filter and had it up and running, which you know is great. I really, honestly, don't even really have to clean it right now, but I'm going to, just because you know it's the beginning of the new year, and I have quite a few fish in here. I think when people slack on their filtration, cleaning needs, that enables the fish to get sick, and I don't want any of my fish to get sick. This looks kind of gunky right now, so it's definitely time for a cleaning. But what I might do is, I might not clean all of these sponges because I just don't feel like it today. What's this? These right here definitely have beneficial bacteria built up in them, and they do a good job. And they don't actually, the bottom sponges don't look that bad. Then again, I'm not a sponge mathematician, so maybe I should clean all of these sponges, because I see some gunk in the bottom of here that I don't particularly like. So rather than just be lazy, I'm just gonna clean all of them, get out the way, so at least I know for another 6 months to a year down the line, I won't have to worry about doing this again. So, one by one. So far, so good. In the meantime, we'll get to kind of rinse this stuff out.
I'm rinsing the biological media out with pond water because I want to keep the beneficial bacteria alive.
A lot of stuff in here. Probably some different type of bacteria that's in there, but they'll be all right. They're not gonna hurt. That's actually stuff that you want, but it's an eyesore for me, at least, because I'm looking at it. But when this is all closed up, it won't be, because I won't be looking at it anymore. Okay, put this right here some. Gotta get 2 more bricks. So really, to clean this stuff, it should only really take you about I mean, if you have everything planned out, it shouldn't take you no more than 20-30 minutes to do this, to be honest with you guys. About the same length of time that it's taking me to do this. It'd probably been a lot quicker if I'd had a system going on, if I would have had the things that I needed. So now, by doing this in the future, the next time I clean this, I'll know that I want to have my Python just to suck all this stuff out. And then cleaning this would be a cinch because I've been already cleaned this stuff. I would have just had to just, you know, put the sponges back in like I'm doing right now. So let's get these bad boys in here. Line them up just like I did before. I have a lot of these sponges too. Line them up the best that I can without them falling down, but really can't help that. This is not that wide. Now that I'm looking at it, I can always add another piece to make it wider. But for the most part, I'm just really concerned with getting them right on this tray because I have the big filter floss I'm gonna put on top anyway. So it's not, you know what I'm saying, not really gonna make a difference too much. But with these bad boys, I can always just put them like this on the sides to try to help stuff from falling. Or I could put the sponge, the other sponge, the bigger sponges, I could put them on top and just put these on top of that. Which, nah, I'm gonna keep it this way because I don't want these floating up and then clogging this. There'll be more problems down the line, so I'll just keep it how I had it so far. And just let that play out down the line. Just gonna try to put these in as best we can so you can line up. Try to keep them even and stuff. All right. With the next clean for the next 6 months, I'll really know how I want to attack this filter. I have all my components ready. So when we do this video again, cleaning is going to be a lot faster, for me at least. Okay. I'm just going to put all this stuff in here like this. Just overlap them and stuff. This is a great filter, by the way. Like, I was surprised at what a great job this stuff actually does. Like, these sponges in here, like how I lined them up, like I'm actually amazed that the filter wasn't dirtier than this, because compared to some of the filters I've had in the past and how I built them, I didn't have this much filtration in here. But this one, I kind of like went overboard with the filtration, and I'm happy I did, because honestly, I didn't really have to clean this until maybe like the middle of the year. So when you build them right like this, you don't have to touch anything in here for up to a year, especially if you're doing it yourself. If you're doing a DIY project like this, if you build them the right way from the start, you don't have to touch them for over a year. Some people don't even, I mean, they don't really touch. This is the mechanical filtration I have right here. So the mechanical is basically all these sponges, and the biological is the lava rock. Some people don't even clean their lava rock at all. They just clean the mechanical part with tap water. For the most part, is what they do. But I would always suggest, you know, at least once a year, rinsing the biological in you know, in pond water, just like you guys saw me do, just simply to get rid of the old bacteria that has died off. Because, you know what I'm saying, you'll have some old bacteria in here that'll be taking up too much space, and a new bacteria won't be able to house it on any surfaces because it'll be the dead ones up behind. So for me personally, I would, you know what I'm saying, clean this like this, but I'm also going to put in new beneficial bacteria. And we got this filter floss stuff on the second layer. So we're just gonna lay it across just like this. Still got the beneficial bacteria intact because we, once again, we cleaned all this stuff with pond water, so all the beneficial bacteria are still intact on here, the good ones or the ones that are alive. Put that across like that. Put this one across like this. Put this one across like that. So it's like a couple of different layers of this stuff on here. Is how this is layered for like ultimate filtration. I think that's why it wasn't as bad as I've seen some other people's filtration systems when they go to clean them. Mine wasn't that bad because I do weekly water changes. But just imagine if I never did, or if I did like a water change on this pond once a month. The amount of buildup that would have been in here would have been 12 times worse if I was just doing it once a month. So we got the lava rock right here, which is, you want to put, this is like a bog style filter with filter floss on it, so it's kind of like bog style, but I have, you know what I'm saying, extra filtration on here like bog style. But if I didn't have any of this stuff right here, I would just flushed out all the rocks with tap water, which, you know, it works for some people, but I just don't like the idea of just rinsing it off with tap water and then crashing my system. It works for some people, but I just didn't feel like doing that. I'm gonna put this on. I'd had this on before. I think I had it on. Oh, whoops. Gotta be more careful. I had it on something like this. Either I had it in here. Probably had it in here like this. Let me see. Where's that little, okay, it's over here. Feed it in through here. I actually can put, I have a lot of surface area in here to do other stuff with. Like, it's crazy. I could add a whole nother bag of lava rock to this side and to that side and give it more surface area. I could do a lot of stuff with this. I have so much room in here, but that'll be for the next time. It won't be this time. Make sure this valve is closed. Hope I don't have any problems with this valve, because I did move it around. I hope it won't leak. The pond pump, wipe my hands off to plug in this pond pump and let it rip. Okay, where is, I believe this is it right here. We're gonna plug this back in top, get this thing going. Okay, the DC is on. Boom. Oh, yeah, these UV lights, I got a UV light that's on here. This helps to eliminate algae bloom. We keep this bad boy in here, but we have a timer set on here. So with the timer being set on here, it'll come on a different time of day. I'm glad it's not on now, because these UV lights are really powerful and they can make you go blind. And I got the timer right here. It's set. I'll set it again. It just came on. But I set it for 12 hours. It was off for some reason. But yeah, we can watch this magic. Watch this magic happen real quick. Water's rising up. Coming up through all that stuff now. It's clean. It's gonna flow out of here. The water is warm. Put this back right here. When the fish knocked it off. All right. Look how big that koi getting. The other koi getting big too. Here we go. Boom. So when this goes through the pond and gets circulated and comes back around, all this stuff will be clean, crystal clear again. But if you're new to the channel, thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you watching. Get some of these leaves off the top. Probably wait a week before I do a water change on here. I'm definitely gonna add some beneficial bacteria. This is beneficial bacteria. So I'm gonna be putting some of this in there because it says, you know what I'm saying, maintains a balanced pond ecosystem. So I'm gonna use just 1 cap full of this stuff right here, put that in there. This is gonna help bring back a lot of the beneficial bacteria that was washed out and cleaned along the way. But yeah, this ecosystem will be up and flourish in no time. We are headed up in here. They said they got what I want, so let's find out. Yo, straight up, I've been trying to get my hands on some of these for maybe like, let's say a few months now, maybe like 5 months now. I've been trying to get my hands on some of these. These right here are fire eels, and I got 2 of them, and they're larger than the other ones that I got because the other one that I got was smaller. But these look like they had no problem eating at all because of the size on them. I'm about to grow these bad boys out for real. Finally got my fire eels in here. Been waiting to get these for a while. Man, look at them. Decent little size too. The last one that I had, he was a little bit smaller than these right here, and one of my Oscars ate them. So now I don't have any predator fish in the tank. Can't wait to grow these guys out. About to get them inside the tank, get them acclimated or whatnot. Let's get a zoom up. Let's get a close up of these colors. Man, they already are showing some color patterns on them already. These are pretty dope. They're about 4 inches long right now. I had one in the past that wasn't this big, and my Oscar ate him. So I'm pretty excited about being able to get 2 of these because I've been trying to get these for a while. Get these guys acclimated and we're gonna let them in. All right, got these guys acclimated. Let's let them in. Get them in there. Let's see what they look like when they come out. Come on. One out. Boom. Both of them out. Okay. One over there. One right here. Looks like he's trying to go with some hole or some such. But I got both of them in there now. Just gonna throw some bloodworms in here so they'll have something to munch on if they feel like it. I wonder if they'll eat, but I've been in here for the first time. You never know. I know these fish are hungry. My koi fish are all in there, they're hiding. I got about 4 of them in there. Are they coming out now from bloodworms? I moved the Oscars over here in the predator fish farm tank. I got 3 Oscars in here. Hopefully my my tiger shovelnose does not make lunch meat out of them. So I'm gonna be feeding this tank very aggressively to get these Oscars bigger so that they won't become food. I had these Oscars going on the 3rd week. I've been feeding about 3 times a day and they have definitely put on some size in here. I originally had them in this tank right here, but I decided to take them out and just leave the koi fish in here along with the fire eels to get the fire eels some time to grow. Because the last time I had Oscar fish and fire eels, one of my Oscar fish ate my fire eels and then I couldn't find the fire eels for a few months. So I'm not gonna repeat that scenario this time. Oscars should be able to handle themselves in here as long as they stay away from the shovel noses, which I don't think will be a problem. Yeah, they're I don't think that they could probably swallow them, but I don't think they want to deal with the Oscars right now. I don't think they want to. I think the Oscar fish are a little too big for them to handle. Yep, koi fish out here doing good. They're out here getting their meal on. These guys are looking phenomenal. Look at the pattern and the colors of these guys. They did not look like this when I first got them. Look at the peacock bass back there. Look at the bass right here. So basically, I got 2 peacock bass back there. I got 3 Oscars here, and I got 2 largemouth bass in this tank. Hopefully everyone gets along and I don't have any problems. I've successfully gotten the tiger shovelnose, the peacock bass, and the bass off of feeder fish, but I haven't quite gotten them to eat pellets yet. But I'm hoping that will change since the Oscars are in here. They'll probably see them going for the pellets and follow suit. Okay. Now you know that's too big for you. Let it go. He over here working on it right here. So got the bass off of feeder fish. I've been trying to get him to hit pellets, but they've been reluctant. Oh, he just stole it from you, buddy. We'll go ahead and drop some more of this right here and there. Leave it alone. I still can't believe how fast and how big these tiger shovelnose catfish have gotten in the short time that I've had them. Every time I come out to look at them, it seems like they're getting bigger. I feed my other catfish twice a week, whereas these, they seem like they want to eat every day. Some more? Who wants some more? I think I might drop maybe 1 more piece in there. Let's see who go for it. Don't even go for a bass. Your mouth is up. What? Really? A little feeding video for y'all. I know y'all probably want to see this for the longest. Look at them. These guys never get full, man. Look at them. Look at you already full, but you still gonna eat it though. Look at you. You gonna eat till you burst, huh? That's how you feel? Better I keep him full than he tries to go after one of these Oscars for real though. You can see through this pellet in there, but it just turning into mush at this point. I bought a big 30-pound bag of this stuff, just trying to test it out for the big pond, but no one seemed to like it, so now everybody full. There are only really 2 challenges that I face with having an outdoor aquarium. One is trying to keep it out of direct sunlight, so you want to put it somewhere where there's some shade, so this way your water doesn't turn green. But the only other thing is when it rains. So by it being outdoors and you know what I'm saying, the lid being ajar, the rainwater can seep in and fill it all the way up. And when this happens, I have to come out here and drop the water level down, because the last thing that I want to happen is for any of these fish to swim out. But it's not too bad. I think only one time I had to come out and drop the water level down twice in one day, but only because it rained all day. I think eventually what I'm going to have to do is maybe build a small DIY overflow to a set length for both of the aquariums, just for when the rainy season comes, that the rainwater can filter out by itself. And I think that would be the perfect solution for this problem. Man, I come out here tonight and my tiger shovelnose ate one of my albino red Oscars. As you can see how big his stomach is. I had no idea that he was even capable of swallowing him, to be honest with you guys. So I'm probably gonna give them their own tank just so I can grow them out before I put them in the pond, because I feel like now, since he did that, these other fish are gonna be in danger. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to feed them now so we won't have any issues. So I safely moved the other 2 remaining Oscars to this tank, which are, you know, a decent size. I didn't think he was gonna do that, but you know, hey man, these are monster fish, and comes with the territory. Let's see if I could get the bass to eat out of my hand. Let me see what's going on. So let's see if I could I know these bass, I know they get hungry. I know they're gonna grab it. So I got them off the feeders. These bass always know when it's feeding time because they come right up to the glass and they hound me for food, and they like to swipe it from my hands. When I dangle pieces of fish meat in the tank like this, the tiger shovelnoses go crazy. They can smell it. They have a great sense of smell. I haven't been able to get them to eat out of my hand as yet, but I'm sure that it will soon happen. These largemouth bass hit hard for their size, and it amazes me. Whenever these bass bite off more than they can chew, the tiger shovelnose catfish are always there to help them out, just like a good neighbor. And I still can't believe that this guy has my Oscar in his belly. I want to make sure that these tiger shovelnose catfish are full because I don't want any more losses throughout the night before I transfer them to their new tank. These guys have a ferocious appetite. None of my other catfish eat like this. I mean, they eat a lot, but they don't eat a lot every day. That's the difference with these right here that I've noticed between the redtail catfish and the tiger shovelnose catfish. The redtails will go a few days because they're too full to eat, but these guys will eat every day if you let them. So I transferred the Oscars into this tank for right now, and they are in here with the fire eels. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the fire eels out of here, and I'm going to put them in my 10-gallon grow-out tank inside of my house, just so I can start to feed them, do water changes, and just basically to monitor them, because I don't want the Oscars to mistake them for a worm and then I lose another fish. I think I'm just gonna put the tiger shovelnose catfish in this gold tank. I'm gonna move the Oscars back to where they were with the bass. Man, look at the size of this guy. This dude is huge. Like, I don't think y'all understand. Wow. This dude, bro. This, I don't think y'all realize. Let me see something. Bro, this dude pushing at least, I might get my measuring tape for this. Bro, you wait right here, and I know you're not. Jeez. This dude is huge. I'm gonna just let you in there. Yo. Yeah, I'm moving them into this tank over here so they can grow out by themselves, because I don't want them to eat any of my fish. I'm gonna transfer the Oscars back into here because these guys are just getting too big for themselves. But I had them. I got you. Don't try it. These are powerful fish. The fish are powerful. I do not want him to jump out. Take your time, big boy. Take your time. Just let it happen. Just let it happen. This guy's huge too. Pretty colors on these guys. Very pretty colors. They're pushing at least maybe close to definitely over 7 inches. They're probably like 9 or 10. But they're gonna be going into this tank to grow out for right now. Because they're a hazard to the rest of the fish. They've been eating them, so they're going in here with the algae eater. Hopefully they don't eat him. These guys right here are going into this tank right here. Y'all be safe. Lots of hiding places for y'all. And everyone have already eaten. It's been 2 days since they've been in here by themselves. Since there's no one that they can eat in this tank, I'm gonna try to do my pellet training method. I'm gonna feed them really good tonight, and then I'm gonna basically starve them for a few days and try to feed them pellets in between to see if they'll take it. What's up, guys? You're looking good and hungry, yeah? And guess what? Guess you're in luck. What's up, big boy? You want some? Who wants some? You always ready to eat. You ready? So when I try to put it in, hit my hand kind of hard, that black boy. Oh, now it's your time, huh? Now you want some. Let me see who's gonna couple of them too. Ooh. Oh, you want some too? You gotta come get it, you gotta come get it. Come on, come on. Awesome, come on. You know what? Come on. Get your stone. Man, y'all eat a lot. These bats are getting big. Now I'm looking at it, yeah, y'all really growing. Well, you got something ready to eat, and if not, the Oscar's gonna help y'all. Next tank. Just drop 2 pieces of fish in there. I'm sure it won't take me long to smell it. Whiskers tingling. Oh wow, really? Just like that? I know they like to eat a good little bit. So I'll drop a couple pieces in here. Catfish is beautiful, man. I just did a water change over today. Got you. This morning I'm gonna go around, so you get the put around for ease all the way from you. You kind of close them in like that. Let them out. Looks like the larger one used to be darker in coloration, but it seems like he's since he's getting bigger, he's actually starting to lighten up. I'm gonna leave those little pieces in there because I'm sure someone's gonna hit them. I just dropped some pellets in the pond, and everybody seems to be awake and ready to eat. As you can see, the catfish are starting to move. That means that they smell the food. Everybody's trying to eat, huh? Y'all still hungry at this fish last night? Fish y'all getting bigger. I put the water level up so it's more water in here than usual. Man, these guys are getting big and pretty. They're huge. Everybody getting big. Look at everybody coming out to feast. They'll put some food in here. We gotta get you bigger. You grown. You still on the small side. We gotta feed you some more, homie. I'm gonna throw some more food in there for y'all. Looks like one of the catfish come out to eat right there. He coming up for a little bit. So they're eating, so I guess others may follow suit. There you go right there. Coming out to play. Oh, he big. Look at him. Yeah, that's Panda right there. Let's see who else can come out here to eat. Okay, Oreo coming out to play. Oreo trying to find the food. There you go. That's Oreo. They don't seem to like the pellets I put down there, but they go crazy over that master war. They go crazy over that stuff, but I was just trying these pellets out because they were cheap. No one seemed to like it. Or maybe I thought he was going to start eating the pellets, so I basically trying to get him to eat these new pellets that I bought, but the pellets look like they turning into muck on the bottom actually. I think I have goldfish and stuff that are eating this stuff, so my Oscars will help out. But I decided to throw the cut up sway on top of the pellets just so the catfish will get a mouthful of this stuff, and hopefully they'll try to, you know what I'm saying, they'll get a taste for it, is what my plan was. But they seem to still be discarding the pellets and going for the sway. So I guess what I'm gonna have to do is just basically have to eat the pellets. He doesn't want the pellets. I'm gonna have to starve the pond for a few days and just feed them pellets, and every other day just a little bit, just to see who wants to eat them. Eat it. Come on, eat it. So that right there, that huge mess right there is pellets. So I'm hoping the catfish, come on, man. See some whiskers. Oh, that's the hybrid right there. I'm hoping they will get a taste for these pellets. Come on, eat it, please. Just eat it a little bit. Just a little bit, man. Oh, he's getting big. Nobody wants the pellets, seriously. Well, somebody will get hungry throughout the night and eat these pellets. It's a lot of them too. So today, I'm deciding to take the koi that were in the fish tank out and put them in the big pond, because now they're big enough where that the fish can't mess with them. They can grow to their full potential. So we're gonna get ready to acclimate them right now. Might as well just use this since I got it here. Make this acclimation process a lot easier, simpler for me. Put some water in there for them, some cool water. All right, we're gonna let this sit for a little bit. Colors are pretty big. They got so big since I had them in that tank. They're gonna grow even bigger in here. I have two koi fish in here right now with 4 goldfish. One of the koi fish, as you can see right there, has gotten really huge. But the other koi fish, if I could find him, I actually don't even see him in here. I hope he didn't get eaten, but the whole point of me showing you this video, that koi and this gold koi that was right here, they were the same size when I first got him. He's probably hiding under there. They were the same size when I got him, but the other koi is only the size of a goldfish now. Since I had him in here, he hasn't been growing that much at all. He's You know, some of the other goldfish are actually bigger than him, which is they sold him as a koi fish, so now I'm confused as to why he isn't around the same size as gold koi fish. But I have high hopes for these individuals right here. Very high hopes for these individuals right here. I'm guessing the gold one that's right here. These have been growing really fast, and they've been putting some big size, some really good size on them. So whatever strain he is right there, I'm hoping that these right here are also the same strain, because I see he has gold in them. They can have some gold on the top of the head, so hopefully he'll measure out. But either way, they have enough space in here to where you know, they can get much larger. Well, I feed this pond a lot more aggressively because I have a lot of fish in here, so you know, they can really put some size on. And also I need them to help me clean up some of this excess food that the other fish haven't been eating. I'm trying this new food, this Purina Pro catfish food for the catfish. But no one seems to like it. Kind of a bummer that no one's really feeling it. And I don't see the other koi fish in here, so I'm kind of curious, because usually he swims with everyone else, just like how that goldfish is. He's platinum, but I don't see him out here anywhere. Like, usually he swims with those fish, and I don't see him out here at all. So now I don't think he would be swimming with the the Oscars. So let's move this back. Oh. He must have gotten eaten. I hope the rest of these guys don't get eaten. Cause gotta be a bummer. Yeah, so he's usually swimming with these guys over here, and now I don't see him at all. I better start counting my Oscars. Where'd he go? He was just as big as those goldfish over there. And I've been feeding this pond aggressively. I don't think he's hiding in the cave. And now I think of it, I haven't seen him for a few days now. But these goldfish right here, they look kind of cool. I don't know if I should catch them out and put them in my fish tank back there. But I got my fire eels that are trying to grow out back there. So I'm not really sure at this moment. The koi fish will actually be fine in this environment right here. So I still have a pond set up right here, and koi fish actually do really well. They could tolerate 60-degree weather, 30-degree weather, but I mean they can take much cooler temperatures than my tropical fish. So I don't know if I might do some more research and see if I could actually release them in here for the time being, because this pond is running. So I don't know if I'm going to release them in here for the time being, so they can just, you know, get big. While I have my predator fish in here. I might consider doing that. I hope you guys aren't eating my goldfish. We're gonna have a problem. That's a whole bunch of little small fish. I think it's a mosquito fish or gambesia fish right here. They're going into the trap, and I'm not using bread. What I'm using is koi food, because it floats to the top, and I don't like the way that bread sinks to the bottom when it's time for me to take these fish out, and it just gets all into my tank. So I'm using this koi fish food right here, and they're all going into the trap. I'm gonna let this trap sit here for about 10 minutes or so. I got some small gambesia fish right here. I use them as feeder fish for my monster fish, or for some of my my smaller fish. But what I do first is I quarantine them and I feed them for a few weeks to make sure they don't have any sicknesses, and then I feed them to my fish. But yeah, we'll see what we catch today. Yep, looks like I got quite a few here. I'm gonna try to get them into the bucket. I'm gonna get them back to the house. I use koi food and not bread because the koi food floats, and I can basically it's easier. And I could just basically like do this right here, because the bread, it sinks in here, and it's a pain trying to get out. And I was trying to put these fish in the tank, and I don't feel like fishing all this stuff out. This is what I basically do with it. But yeah,
What's up, guys?
it's about to rain soon, so
Good and hungry.
about to head back.
Yeah. Well, guess what? Guess you're in luck. What's up, big boy? You want some? Who wants some? You always ready to eat. You ready? So I try to put it in. Hit my hand kind of hard there, playboy. Oh, now it's your time, huh? Now you want some. Let me see who's gonna couple number 2. Ooh. Oh, you want some too? You gotta come get it. You gotta come get it. You want some? Come on. Come on. You want some? Come on. You know what? Come on. Get your some. Man, y'all eat a lot. Man, these backs are getting big. Now I'm looking at it, yeah, y'all really grown. Well, you got something ready to eat, and if not, the Oscar's gonna help y'all. Just drop 2 pieces of fish in there. I'm sure it won't take them long to smell it. Whiskers tingling. Oh wow, really? Just like that? I know they like to eat a good little bit, so I'll drop a couple pieces in here for them. Catfish are beautiful, man. I just did a water change on her today. Got you. This morning had to go around, so you get the program for the ease all the way from you. You're trying to close them in like that. Let them out. Looks like the larger one used to be darker in coloration, but it seems like he's since he's getting bigger, he's actually starting to lighten up. I'm gonna leave those little pieces in there because I'm sure someone's gonna hit them. All right, guys, I'm in the process of breaking these tanks down. I got some big plans for this space right here. I'm gonna put the other fish inside of the pond, inside of the holding cage, to hold them until I get done basically preparing this space out. So I'm just letting the water drain out of here real fast, and then I have to go ahead and catch these fish out. Stay tuned.
Man, look how big this tiger shovelnose is. Wow, he getting big. All right, you go in here. Sheesh. This one even bigger.
The other tiger shovelnose catfish that I have right here, he's even bigger than the one that we just took out. I got them at the same exact time, and at once upon a time they were the same size, But this guy right here has been eating more than the other one, which is the reason why he's a little bit bigger. And they're really fast, and I'm trying to be as gentle as I can because these fish right here don't have any scales. Their skin is a lot different from the redtail catfish that I have. The redtails, their skin feels kind of like sandpaper, but the tiger shovelnose skin, it feels really soft and slimy. And their skin is not as tough as the redtail catfish, so I'm really trying to take my time right here. I'm trying not to spook him or scare him too much because I don't want him to basically injure himself on the lava rock and scratch himself up. Now that I actually have him in the net, he's a lot bigger than what I anticipated. I knew he was bigger than the other one, but I didn't know by this much. He's pushing at least 11 inches. The other one is probably pushing close to 11 inches. These catfish have come a long way since the first day that I got them.
Get them acclimated first. Look at these guys. Hold up, let me put them up. Oh yeah, these guys are barely fit in the bucket. They yeah, they're touching from side to side on the buckets. These guys ain't playing around. Jeez. These are some really beautiful tiger shovelnose catfish, and they're getting heat. You know what? They're so big that I might release them into, I didn't want to have to release them into the pond so soon. Nah, you know what? I'm not going to do it yet because I got something for these guys set up. Man, they're big. Yeah, I got something special for them guys. I ain't gonna do it yet, but we're gonna acclimate them real quick. Put some of this water in here for them. Not too much, let them get acclimated. Let them rest right there.
So I have the 2 peacock bass, the 2 largemouth bass in here, and the 3 Oscars in here. I added one of the Oscars that were smaller from out of the pond into the tank just to see if I could get him bigger because he seemed like he wasn't getting enough food. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all these fish in this bucket into this tub right here because it's a little bit larger and I have more space to swim around. And I'm gonna put the 2 tiger shovelnose catfish into here because they're used to being with each other already.
These guys, this is they have grown so much in the past 4 months. I don't think you guys really know how big they are, but you about to really see. I wonder if I can lift them up without getting stuck. Or what I'm trying to figure out. Let's see. But I do not want to get stuck by one of these dudes. Shoo. Alright, let me see. Can I lift you up without getting stuck, pretty boy? Oh, wow. Look at this monster. Sheesh. You gonna be nice? Or you gonna try to stick with too? You gonna let daddy hold you? Wow. Look at the size of this guy. Whew. That was pretty dope. That was pretty cool.
This right here is my 75-gallon, and this right here is my 55-gallon grout tank. I have them emptied out. All I have to do now is just basically take the sand out and take the equipment out so I can make space for my new project. Also, make sure you check out one of these videos on the end screen.